sure exactly what happened there. But my feed went wonky, even though it was showing as still working just fine on the camera phone. So see if I can get the chat back up here. Okay. All right. So I'm still just removing nails from this old hardwood flooring. Yeah. Jeez. So be careful where I put my hands here. All right. Oh. I think I'm going to try to pull those out from here. Man. That took some doing. All right. Okay, come over to the other side here. Need to straighten this guy up a little bit, I think. And then let's see where he actually comes out. Right there. So see if that helps. Not working so far. Oh, it likes bending. Wonder if I can just snip off part of that. Hey, that worked. All right. Got that off, but in so doing, cut out a big chunk of the wood there. I mean, this might not be all that salvageable anyway. A lot of effort on this board for not a lot of wood. That one wasn't very bent, but let's see if that helps. There we go. Got a little too ambitious there. Go ahead and jump into the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. All right, I'm just going to cut this guy at the bend again. Hopefully that'll allow me to get him out. Come on. All right, these nails are different than what I'm accustomed to. This one's pretty bent, but they're not round nails. They're, you know, kind of flat on this side and then tapered down toward the bottom. They've got barbs in the middle there, and then it's kind of an L shape head rather than, you know, just a regular round head. So a little different, but it's probably just what they use for hardwood floors, and I'm just not that accustomed to them. So here's what's left of the pile. So still plenty of work to go. I'll get the next board in line. And take off whatever this paper I can extract. Just throw that down there for now. And then try to take whatever bend out of these that I can before I start pounding with the hammer, hoping that the blows from the hammer will force the nails out rather than just trying to force them to bend. So here we go. That one started to go and then bent the wrong direction. Well, any bend is in the wrong direction right now. There you go. All right. And do these from the other side so that I've got support here. All right. And on to the next. And if you enjoy the content, feel free to so weird. All right, so sorry about that, people. Apparently my Wi-Fi is having some issues today. So over here. And there we go. On to the next board. I think it's going to need an adjustment. Maybe the rest of them will too, but we'll see. All right. Adjust my setup here a little bit. Too much weight on that end. All right. Let's pull all those out. Oh, don't want the nails falling down there. All right. Flip it over and we'll get the ones on this side. They're not as easy to do as the ones on that side since I'm down with my right hand. Hey, that wasn't too bad. And neither was that. All right, that board is done. On to the next board. Get some of these a little bit so that we can get them out easier, but let's see how well that does. When I'm pounding on them, I want them as close to the support as possible so it doesn't vibrate as much. Get more of the actual force pushing the nails out. what I'm trying to do is start, kind of tapping it a little bit and just kind of jar it loose a little bit before I start really hitting it hard. That seems to be doing all right for me so far, since I've started doing it that way. All right, so now I've got more weight on this side. I need to actually hold it down up here instead of just steadying it. And that's all I'll attempt to do from that side. And now to get them from the other side. Again, these are just some old oak hardwood boards that I got from someone off of Facebook Marketplace. They're tongue and groove. They removed them from their flooring, but left the nails in for me to remove. So it was free to me. So I just have to pay for it with my labor here. So feel free to jump in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. I am in Idaho, in the great state of Idaho in the United States of America. And well, that one's really bent. I can anticipate a problem there. It's still angled too much there. Trying to get for all right. There we go. Hey, Shup's Workshop. Good to see you. I'm watching from Tennessee. Yeah. 65 watching, only 4 likes. And smash the like. Yeah, smash the like button, everybody. I agree. Thanks for watching, Shup. Appreciate it. And everybody check out Shup's channel. He's got some fun stuff. Got some lathe work and other stuff. Got a really nice property over there that done some work on. Beautiful, lush Tennessee. Much greener country than over here in Idaho. Where I'm at in Idaho is a semi-arid climate. So it's much more deserty than Tennessee, where it's so lush and green. And let's see, what is out in the shop, rearranging. Sweet. Hey, Sheep, let me show you these nails. I was not familiar with these, and maybe these are really common in hardwood flooring, but I'm not accustomed to them like this. It's an L-shaped nail rather than having a head. It's not round, it's flat. It's got kind of these barbs on the edges here. So much different kind of nail than I'm accustomed to. But maybe they're really common in hardwood flooring. This is oak hardwood flooring that if you weren't here earlier, I picked up for free from some people that were getting rid of it on Facebook Marketplace. And here you go. Flooring nails. Yeah. See, I'm not even aware that that's what they were called, but makes sense that that's what they would be. Figured as much, but I just wasn't familiar with them. So, but it's hard to turn down free oak. But the listing that they made on the Facebook Marketplace, the listing there, it said that there were nails that I'd have to remove, but I didn't really notice the nails too much in the pictures. When I looked at it at the listing after I came back with the wood, I was like, did it really show that? Or was it kind of moot on that point? And they definitely had the nails in the pictures. I just wasn't paying as close attention as maybe I should have. But when I first got there, they just had the hardwood boards on the porch, and they just said first come first serve. And so I was debating with myself whether I wanted to go through the work of getting all these nails out. But I guess the free wood reigned on this one. Now let's see. It's kind of bending weird, but let's see if I can kind of get it back where I want it to be. Don't know for sure if that's the technical nail, but they shoot them. Yeah, I figured they probably would shoot them with the nail gun. I just didn't realize that they were this style. And in some ways, it makes them a little harder to get out, which I think is kind of the point. They hold better that way. I think generally speaking, when they install the hardwood flooring, their primary concern is not how easy is this going to be to remove. You likely want it to be as difficult to remove as somewhat possible. Oh, come on. All right. If it's free, it's for me. Yeah, I always say free is my favorite price. That is a good saying. I like it. I might steal that. Shoot. And hey, why don't you put your channel link in the chat too, so that people can easily check out your channel. Like I said, you've got some fun stuff going on there. Recently picked up a new lathe. Been doing some fun projects there. All right, on to the next board. There it is. Hey, everybody, check out Shup's channel. Got the link right there in the description. Right there in the sorry, not in the description, in the chat. And you want to tell them what else you do on the channel? Besides the lathe and working on the improving the old property there. Give a brief description of what you're doing and maybe what you plan to be doing, so they know what to expect. If you're going to be working with any oak hardwood flooring that you salvaged from somewhere. Okay. Doing a giveaway at 250 subscribers. All you have to do is enter. All you have to do to enter is leave a comment on a vid or a short. Do all kinds of builds with wood. Sweet. So yeah, if you're interested in participating in the giveaway, go subscribe to Shup's workshop and comment on a video, either a long form video or a short. I'm presuming commenting on a live would also work for a live that's already been completed. Let's get them up over that 250 subscriber mark. Don't like them when they bend. It's not my favorite. Oh, then I'm bending even more there. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's got a nasty kink in it, so the force is not going toward the exit. See if that will do it. There we go. Come on. Man, that does not want to leave. Okay. Man, it was all bent. All right. Go. Another one down. No, not as lucky as you. You don't have any oak hardwood flooring to remove nails from. Sad. Back in the shop, rearranging more so you can do a short. Cool. Next board. So Shup, what is your short going to be about that you're fixing to video record? Any particular topics that we should be looking out for? Overheated the Craftsman lathe in live the other night. Oh, that's no fun. Hello, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but welcome. Welcome to our live video where we're having fun with some old oak hardwood floors, hardwood floorboards. So they've got a bunch of nails in them. So we are removing the, oh, that's interesting. Looks like that one got cut off. I don't like that. Yeah, so this one looks like it broke off. Rather than pounding that one, I'm going to see if I can just pull it through. That one doesn't seem like a good direction to go from, but neither does that. Got it. Thankfully. Come on. Can I get... That might be enough to pull it out, but... Well, hopefully it's enough to pull it out, because... Yeah, good. Got it. With the barbs on these nails, they can be a little difficult to remove if I don't get them pushed all the way out. Give you a different view here. Come around the other side here. Send you back over here. So that you're not in my way as I pull these nails out. Yeah. I'm going to show, rearrange it, added some stuff. I was not happy about it, but it still works. The Craftsman still works? Are you saying she wasn't happy about it overheating? Or is there something else that she wasn't happy about? Hey, Billy. Yeah, wasn't happy about overheating. Thanks for joining us, Billy. How are you doing today? All right. Doing good? Awesome. Good to hear it. You have any fun plans? Doing anything fun anytime soon? Shup's over making a short. I'm just here having fun with the live. I've got a bunch of this oak hardwood flooring. Here's what I've already got cleaned up. So we'll just move on to the next board here. Michael, hey, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Let's see, nothing planned yet. Okay, that's her lathe. Yeah, you can see why she might be upset about it not working properly. Say, not like ridiculous o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, according to my laptop clock, it's 1:37 a.m. here. So it's not ridiculous. What do you say? Ridiculous o'clock in the morning? 1:37. It's just about the appropriate o'clock, isn't it? My body clock is always messed up, so I just try to take advantage of shop time when I can get it in. I might have gotten to it earlier tonight, but got home from work and took my teenage daughter out driving because she has a driver's permit, and so that took some time, and then made some dinner for my my kids and I, and then had to take care of some other stuff and read to the daughters from Lord of the Flies because that's one of the books that my daughter's supposed to read for her English class. So I figured why not read it all together? That way, make sure she's actually getting her homework done. And then finally made it out here afterwards. So you know, go until we can't go, and we'll stop. I'm getting a little too impatient on this one. Was striking too hard before it was ready to be struck hard. This one's got a bit too much of a bend in it, I think. or maybe it's just going to be problematic for me. There we go. Ah, sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. There we go. Let's see. 3:37 there in Eastern time zone, Billy. Did wonder. It's 8:37 Wednesday in Scotland. Yeah. My wife is doing really well. She got out of the hospital, and she has to stay in Indiana for a couple of months, probably 2 to 3 months. But yeah, she's doing well. Her kidney function results are doing well. So yeah, she's plugging along, getting better. Let's see, Michael went to your shop last night, poured some resin blanks, ready for getting back at it on the lathe. Sweet. You know those pneumatic nail removal guns? They're awesome. Yeah, I actually have a pneumatic gun. It's not intended as a pneumatic nail remover, but I've used it for that. It's just a pneumatic gun, pneumatic nail and staple gun. But I've used it for removing staples and nails. I actually just got a really cheap one, and I haven't used it for placing any nails or staples. I've only used it for removing stuff. So it works pretty well. But these guys are maybe a little bit more than it can handle. So, and they've got these barbs in them. So I don't know that it would be able to do much with these. So if I come across any that I can't get out by pounding and pulling, then I'll get out the pneumatic device. But yeah, I didn't know they made nail removers, dedicated ones that actually shoot the nails out. They work great. Cool. Got to go feed your crew. Nice. Great news. Yeah, absolutely. Shup, you already made the short. That's quick. So all right, let's see here. There we go. Yeah. And some splinters there. Guess I need to be careful where I hold it. There we go. It feels like I've removed a lot more nails than this, but apparently this is all. On to the next. Huh. Okay, that's why. these all look like they're coming out like, or, going through there, but this is where they exit. So these have all been bent back. That might have been my doing, but if so, my bad, sorry. But that might have happened in transport or in stacking them here in the shop. Well, they were waiting on me to do the nail removal. Normally, I wouldn't be doing this at this time of night because it's a bit on the loud side, but my daughters tend to sleep pretty soundly, and my wife is out of town. She is not as sound a sleeper, does not appreciate it when I make a lot of noise at night. So I think they're about $60 for the pneumatic nail removers. Yeah, I paid like 20 for the one that I'm using, but again, it's not a dedicated remover. Next. Lava, hello. Thanks for joining us, man. Where are you watching from? I am in the United States, in the great state of Idaho. We're in the Mountain Daylight Time Zone right now, and so it is 1:52 a.m. here. So let us know where you're at, what time it is. We got some oak hardwood floorboards that I've salvaged and removing the nails and getting them ready to do some kind of woodworking. Not sure what I'm going to be doing with them, but we'll do something. And Michael was in here just a minute ago. I think he had to go feed his crew some breakfast or something. But he indicated that I should try pneumatic tools. And so I'm going to give it a whirl, just see if it'll work or not. I wasn't thinking that it would because get that compressor powering up. And let's see, this is rated up to a maximum of 100 pounds pressure. Let's see what the compressor is set to here. All right, so we'll set the compressor to 95 pounds. And let's see if I can even use it. I think it might be not, well, might work. Let's see. Hey. It's a lot less pounding than I was doing before. See if we can keep that up. No, that's not gonna. That'll work. Close enough. See, I didn't think this would work because I didn't think it was. I didn't think my opening was wide enough here for these nails. But the nice thing about this pneumatic gun is that I paid very little for it. And this is basically its sole purpose. So I don't ever intend to place any nails or staples with this guy. So I'm not that worried if it's not pristine. Let's see if I got those out enough to be able to pull them out here. Oh, you want that. Okay. Got him. This one I might need to shoot again. I think I will. If I can get this guy on for another shot. No, doesn't seem like it. So go back to the old way here. There we go. Ah, shoot. Shouldn't have twisted him. Ah. Stupid. So stupid. Oh. All right, I think I'm just gonna cut this guy. I'm gonna put him over here. I'll just cut off the end so that I don't damage any blades with that nail still in there. All right. Let's see if we can do any better on these ones. Well, that is much quicker and easier than what I was doing before. So thank you, Michael, for the encouragement. And this nail gun was a lot cheaper than the $60 dedicated tool you were talking about. I think I paid like $20 or something for it at Walmart. Just a hyper tough. I just got the cheapest nailer / stapler I could find. I was trying to remove a bunch of nails and or staples from some shipping equipment that I had salvaged. I was not having success with removing otherwise. And this guy worked pretty well. I wasn't thinking that he'd work on these because these nails are a lot thicker than the staples and stuff that I was using before. So, but working pretty well so far, especially if I don't worry too much about damaging it. I'm not that worried about, but it's a tight fit. But yeah, it's a lot easier and quicker than pounding each one of those with a hammer, that's for sure. And I've only had to pound on one, but the pneumatic nailer didn't get far enough out. So thank you, Michael, for the idea. Appreciate it. That should make this go a lot quicker and quieter. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it looks like I'm behind here. All right, Billy's back. Take care of some business. Hey, I hope that worked out well for you. Coop's tired, been up since 11, can't get to sleep. Billy slept 5 hours in the last couple of days. Well, it might be good to get some sleep when you can, Billy. Keeps working the next 2 days and then 3 days off. About to play Fortnite. All right. One nail in the crowd. First time I've ever seen that done. Yeah. Yeah, it is a real time saver. Yeah, I've like I was saying, I've done this before, but I wasn't expecting that it would work on these because these nails are a lot thicker. So, I imagine I could get it to work with even thicker nails as long as I don't worry about damaging this right here. But like I said, I'm not that worried about it because that's why I bought this thing, to get nails and staples out. Ooh, that didn't seem to move much, except just the nailer. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, that does not want to go out. You can even see it's got a little bit of a shard on that. Let's see what the problem is here. Oh. What in the world? Huh. That is odd. Yeah, why is there even any wood right there? That should be... from a different board that split? Weird. Let's see here. Okay. Wasn't firing there. I don't know if it's just that the safety wasn't engaged all the way, or... That last one shot all the way out. There was one earlier that did that too. And so they're both probably on the ground over there somewhere. And I think we're back. All right. See if you guys can see over there or not. Here we go. All right. Sorry about that. I have a backup battery set up for the camera, but I didn't actually plug it in before I started, and so it went all the way down to 0, which is not a good place for it to be if I want it to work. So, all right, let's get back to this. And I want to be on this side. I think in addition to the battery going down, I think the phone was also overheating. And so it didn't want to charge very quickly. So my solution was to hook it up to a fast charger and also unfortunately that fast charger is connected to the wall, so I don't have as much leverage to move it around as I did before. But it's charging, so that's good. And the other thing I did to cool it down so that it would charge faster is got some ice bricks out of the freezer here in the garage shop. Sandwiched the phone with some ice bricks to cool it off so it would start accepting a charge faster. There we go. On to the next. those of you who weren't around earlier, this is some old oak hardwood boards that I salvaged from someone who was just going to get rid of them. Pulled them out of their house and didn't want or need them. And I thought, you know what? I like oak. Maybe I could do something with it. So they left the nails in it from when it was installed in their floors. So I'm taking the nails out the best way I know how. First, I was using this guy, and then Michael Wilson said, hey, you know, you should get one of those dedicated pneumatic nail removers. I was like, well, I have a pneumatic gun that I got specifically for removing nails and staples, but I didn't think it would work on this because the nails are kind of thick and the opening is not very big on this guy. But you know what? Seems to work just fine. Hi, June. Thanks for joining. I'm not sure if Billy and Shup are still around. I had an unfortunate battery incident that made the live go frozen, and I think Billy and or Shup might have taken that as a sign that they should be going to bed, since you know, it's, what is it, 4 in the morning over there, 4:30 in the morning where they're at. So, you know, guess I can understand that sentiment, but it's only 2:30 in the morning here, so I've got lots of time before bedtime. Thanks for joining us, June. Appreciate it. And thanks for everyone else who's joining us today. Feel free to jump in the chat, tell us where you're watching from, what you love about oak, if anything. What you love about hardwood floors. Whoa, that really blew out, didn't it? Okay, it's because that wasn't supposed to be there. Let's try that again. Yeah, this was the cheapest pneumatic nailer / stapler I could find. I think it was 20 or 25 bucks at Walmart. So I only use it for removing nails and staples. So I'm not that worried about damaging it by shoving it over these nails and staples and stuff. So if you only have one pneumatic nailer slash stapler. I would not recommend using it for this purpose. You might damage it. Especially if you paid a lot for it. Next. And this is going a lot quicker and quieter once I started using the pneumatic nailer to remove the nails. That should be far enough. And pull them out with the pliers. Here. Ooh. That one flew. That one flew somewhere and then bounced all the way back over here. So good thing I'm wearing eye protection. It didn't come up toward my eyes, but don't want nails flying into my eyes. So here's what the boards look like. Next. See if I can charge a little bit more. Want to keep it plugged in so that my battery doesn't die again. Sorry that my audio quality is probably diminished because I can't plug in the microphone because I've got it hooked up to the fast charger. So that limits the ports on the phone / camera. So of course, some of you are probably glad that you can't hear me as well as with the microphone set up. Getting there, come on. Come on, Neil. There we go. I think I'll just use the hammer on this one. That one bent the nail that way. I think that was the pneumatic device that caused that. Maybe it was already like that. Maybe that's why it was more problematic than the others. But let's see. All right. On to the next. Whew. Oh, you know what? Okay, here's the problem. There's more wood here than there's supposed to be. So yikes. Let's try this again. I don't know if you can see, but there's a glue right here, and this is a separate board that's been glued on. And yeah, there's another board that's been glued on here. I don't really see, well, yeah, so here's the seam right there. So this little chunk of wood isn't really supposed to be part of that. So the end of the nail is being blocked by that wood. So let's see if we can get enough pressure to get it to budge. There we go. Yeah, see how that one blew that wood away. Huh, that one shot all the way out. Come on. Man, it does not want to come out. Let me get these other ones first. That one's easier. That one's also easier. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna. This shouldn't necessarily help. Hey, Nikki. Thanks for joining us. Popping in to say hi and drop a like. Thank you. Appreciate it. Everyone's welcome to drop a like, subscribe, join the chat. Just got a bunch of these old hardwood boards that I've salvaged from someone who was just getting rid of them. So it's oak. So I started out just pounding them out with the hammer, and then someone suggested that I get a dedicated pneumatic device for removing nails. And it's like, well, I have a dedicated pneumatic device for that, but I didn't think it would work because they're a little bigger than what I thought it would work on. But if you don't care that much about salvaging the pneumatic device, and you can get them to work just fine. Okay, that one is bent all the way back the other direction. So let's see if we can get that one to go now. There we go. How bent out of shape that one is. Come on now. That one shot all the way out. Whoa, he's got issues. I think I'm going to shoot the nails out of this guy and then just put him in the firewood pile. Man, that does not want to come out either. Been a couple of these that just do not want to release. Doubt that's going to help much, but just trying to see. Man. Maybe I won't worry about taking the nails out before I burn it. Okay. Alright, let's go into the burn pile because that looks suspect. Like it might have some sort of nesting in it or something. And I don't need that today, forever. Way cooler outside than it is in here. Okay. Next board. Whoa. A little bit longer board than some of the others I've been working with. Nice. Don't shot all the way out. Seems like. That one shot all the way out. Okay. Now it's play time. Some of these nails look like they're in a lot further, but they come out easily, and some of these look like they should come out easily, but they don't. Nice. On to the next. This is a little tricky since they're pretty close to each other. No problem. Can't tell if this is one that broke off going in. Looks like it is. So I think I'm going to try to pull that one out without shooting it or pounding it or anything. I'll get these guys out first, so it's easier to maneuver that one without poking myself with these guys. Around here. There we go. Nice. Ooh, so I'm down to the last two piles. Not sure how to describe them. All right. So these are just some old oak hardwood floorboards that someone was getting rid of. So I saw it on Facebook Marketplace and decided I was willing to deal with them. remove the nails and everything for the free wood. Because free is my favorite price. So instead of paying dollars, I'm paying with time, which is often more expensive than dollars. Oh. This one's not. All right, let's see if that'll work. Nope. That's a little too messed up. Let's see if it'll work now. There we go. I have a feeling this one's going to be a little too bent and angled. Yeah, I don't know how you can see that one, but it's really bent around, so I have to maneuver a bit with the old pliers here, see if I can get them straightened out enough to. I'll just try it with the hammer there. Don't think it's going to work too well, but it's not really doing what I want there. Let's see if that's straightened out enough to use this guy. Ooh. Okay, that worked a little bit. There we go. That should hopefully be enough. Dang it. Broke off. Let's see if I've got enough to pull out the rest here. Ooh. All right. Hey, Enbo. Thanks for joining us today. Let's see if we can all right. Why am I doing that? That's way less fun than using this. This one might be a little tricky. Hey, not too bad. Hey, whatever. Apparently you're a big fan of the sign of the devil, so to speak. The sign of the beast, I guess, is the actual reference in Revelation. People interpret that to mean the devil, but that isn't necessarily what it meant originally in the book of Revelation. For all of you Bible scholars out there, you can correct me if I'm wrong. These are just some old oak, hardwood flooring boards. Whew. Not sure where that flew off to. see. We'll get a chat here. Hello. I don't know. Don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's supposed to say. But hello, thanks for joining us. These are more traditional nails. I'm not sure if they were just using these because they ran out of the other kind, or there's some other good reason for using these ones. So far, I don't like this one. Several of those shot all the way out. And these are the more traditional style nails, whereas the vast majority are more like that guy. Not as bent as this one, but similar style. shot all the way out too. This one's all bent up too, so. Hook it off. So do we have enough still in there? That's enough to grab it out. There we go. Got it. Both shut out all the way. see how this does. Michael, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining us today. What are you up to? And I apologize that the audio is not great. I had to remove the lav mic so that I could charge the phone because I didn't keep up with it earlier. So sorry about that. Fixing to start welding. Cool. I've not ever done welding before. I had a bandsaw blade break, and I thought, oh, I wonder if I can weld that back together. And by I meant somebody, not me. And I knew my brother had started doing some welding, so I took it over to him and said, hey, think you can weld this thing back together? He's like, probably not, because he's not a very experienced welder, and he was concerned about damaging the blade. And I was like, you know what? It's already broken, so if you can fix it, great. If you can't fix it, then I'm in no worse position than I was before you tried to weld it. So he tried to weld it, and it did not work. So apparently neither of us have particularly impressive welding skills. But his welding is way better than mine, because he has actually welded things before and I have not. So for those of you who have not yet heard, I am just got a bunch of old oak hardwood flooring boards, and someone was getting rid of their hardwood floors and set them out on the on their porch with the nails still in them. And I thought it would be a good idea to get some free oak. When I first started this project, I was using the hammer to get these nails out. But I've got this pneumatic nailer / stapler that I bought specifically for this type of purpose. But I didn't think it would work for this because I thought the nails were too wide for this to fit on it. One of the other viewers in chat mentioned that there are pneumatic devices specifically for removing. Yeah, this one's pretty nasty. So they're pneumatic guns specifically for removing nails. And I was like, well, I bought this one that it's just a cheap nailer stapler. And I bought it for this purpose. This is all I use it for is removing nails and staples. But I hadn't thought to use it because I thought the nails were too big. And this nail does not want to go in. It's being a bit squirrely. So I'm going to have to use the old style for this. There you go. Sometimes the easy way is not as easy. Most of the nails I've been working with are this style. With an L shape, flat, barbed sides. But some of them are like this, the more traditional round nails. Don't like that they've put these nails right in the middle of the board, because it makes the board much less usable. And it's got nail holes in it, and especially when those nail holes rip out more than just where the nail head was. Yeah, that one I think I'm going to use the pliers because I don't have a very good angle for using the hammer head for it. Yeah, that's probably enough to pull it out on the other side. All right. Okay. Pray everyone's good here. Yeah, everyone's good. Everyone's doing well. My wife is out of the hospital and feeling good, and all their kidney function numbers are going well, so doing well. Michael says hit the like button. I agree. I think that would be a great idea. Everyone to hit the like button. If you like the content, you want to subscribe, feel free. If you want to join us in the chat, feel free. Come talk to us. Tell us what you're up to. run this real quick. Okay, I think we might be charged enough now to go back to the lav mic. Let me know if that audio is any better than what you were hearing before. And hopefully we've got enough battery to be able to handle using the lav mic now. Let's see. Like button, praise God, bud. Good to hear you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Michael. We are very pleased that everything is going great with the missus. Like I said, she's out of the hospital. Her kidney function's doing great. Her sister, they're in Indiana with her. Actually, she's got two sisters in Indiana right now. The sister who donated the kidney, and then also the sister who is her caregiver right now. So they're having some little sister reunion time, I guess. He has to stay in Indiana for another probably 2+ months before they clear her to return back home. So that kind of sucks, but glad that she's going to get some good care there. If they're monitoring her carefully. See if we can adjust the view here a little bit. Let's see. All right. Maybe I should have waited until the next board to make the change here, but it's here. Oh, that one looks like that wood is. Huh. Okay, didn't have to do too much on that one. All right. Let's see if. Let me know if that view is interesting or not. Thinking it might be nice to see it right on the same level so you can see the effect here. Yeah, much better. God is good. Amen, brother. What do you think, guys? Can you see what's going on there very well, or is it maybe the focus is off? I know that view is good. Oh, good. Just have to straighten this up enough. Whoa, that view probably wasn't as good. Have to straighten the nails out enough so that the pneumatic nailer can go over the top of them. And if the pneumatic nailer can't do it, then I want them straight enough so that the hammer can do some good with them. Looks like that one shot out completely. And pull these ones out, and then I don't have to get the other one out on the other side. Which is probably not going to be a great view for you guys. But it's just one nail, so hopefully it's quick and painless. Hammer's caught up in the... There we go. And that's probably not going to work because it is a little bent around. So see if I can bend it back into shape here. All right, let's see if that'll work. Ooh, that did not work. Well, a little bit. Came out a little. And let's try it again. Nope. It's just, whoa. Really struggling on this one, aren't I? See, it's all because I said, let's hope it's quick and painless. All right. Got it. Hello, Emil. This is Michael and the rest of us. Oh, so the problem here is I've got extra wood. So part of another board is glued on there, making it difficult for this guy to release. There we go. Yeah. See if I can. No, that's not going to balance. I tried and failed. All right. I feel like my protective glasses are getting they're dirty or fogged up or both. Okay. What state am I in? I am in the great state of Idaho. North Carolina. I have never been to North Carolina. I have a niece that lives in North Carolina, but I have never been there. fact, my oldest niece lives in North Carolina. My first niece. How long have you lived in North Carolina, Michael? And what do you like about it? And do you plan to stay there, or are you itching to find somewhere different? And if you're looking for something different, what are you looking for that North Carolina doesn't have? Let's see. Mountains here are beautiful, and the country is too, yeah? Mountains. Mountains. You have mountains in North Carolina? Didn't realize that. And you got the Appalachians, but are those really mountains? Mostly teasing on that. Okay. We've got some decent sized mountains here in Idaho, but I think most Western states have taller mountains than the tallest mountain in Idaho, which is Mount Bora. I don't remember its height. I know it's over 10,000 feet, but I don't remember how much over 10,000 feet. Yeah, but I think Mount Hood is taller in Oregon, and Mount Rainier in Washington is taller. I think Mount in California has several that are taller, including Shasta and others. Utah has something taller. I don't remember what. Colorado, I'm pretty sure, has taller mountains than Bora. Arizona and New Mexico, they might. I'm not sure. Montana, I think, does along the Bitterroot Range. That borders, forms the border of Idaho and Montana. But I think Montana's got some taller mountains on their side of the border. Whew, one shot all the way out. No one shot all the way out. Gonna have to go around the shop looking for all these nails that got shot all the way out of the boards. And I'm all done with this step. After I'm done with this step, I'm gonna need to start cleaning up these boards, cutting off the excess on the sides, cutting off the ends, cleaning them down. All right. Getting in sight of the finish line here. Not quite there yet, but getting close. Oh, looks like I've Kona, something like that. Hello, thanks for joining us. So let's see, Michael, you've been here for almost 44 years, born and raised there, not moving anywhere, don't have many bad storms. Up against the mountains of the Blue Ridge Parkway. Nice. Mount Mitchell Summit, 600 feet, located in the Black Mountain Range of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Okay. Is that the tallest mountain in North Carolina? 6,600 feet? There we go. I think I just didn't have the safety engaged there. Yeah, tallest peak. Hello, Synod. Am I pronouncing that right, Synod? If not, let me know. I like to know the proper pronunciation. Whew. That went flying. Okay. That one too. Huh. I'm done with that board. Also stands the highest peak in the eastern United States. Oh, wow. 6,684 feet above sea level. I did not realize that North Carolina was home to the tallest mountain in the eastern U.S. And I'm assuming that by eastern U.S. you mean everything east of the Rockies. That didn't work. Neither did that. So back to the hammer. That wasn't too bad. Hey, Tim List. Good to see you. You're not 100% sure on the not being the tallest, or what the the demarcation line is for eastern US versus western. I mean, I can't think of anything that's particularly tall between the Rockies and the Appalachians. So, are the Blue Ridges considered part of the Appalachian Mountains? All right. Getting down to the nitty gritty. Not a lot of these left to do, thankfully. Whew. Oh, man. And good morning to you. Yep. There we go. That was much easier than trying to just yank it. No, doesn't want to go. Let's see if we there we go. Oops. Okay. Getting there slowly but surely. What am I doing with the pliers? Now, these nails are let's see here. Everything Mickey. And specifically, western portion of the state is located within the Appalachian Mountains, which include Blue Ridge Mountains and the Great Smoky Mountains. Okay. We're early for this old retired pool to be up. That's all right, Tim. Let's see. Tim, where part of the country are you in? Where do I know? Are you in the U.S., Tim? Are you out in Europe or something? Now, let me see if I can use the pneumatic device. Oh, that one is not going to go nicely. So let's just pull these guys out in the meantime. Okay. So that's one way to do it. Wasn't intending to snap it off, but that might end up being better overall anyway. All right, let's see if that's enough to get either of those out. Okay, one down. Got it. On to the next. Let's see. Missed anything over here? Is that a denailer or just another use of a nailer? This is just a cheap, hyper tough nailer slash stapler that I am using as a denailer. I bought it with the intent to use it for this purpose, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm not really that worried about whether or not it gets damaged in this process because as I try to damage it, because I got it for pretty cheap from Walmart, just for removing staples and nails. So this is its purpose. And let's see if I can do this one first. Nope. And let's see about this one. Yeah, that one will go. This one, I should probably just break this piece off. Maybe I will do that before. This is, two boards together right here. So these nails right here are supposed to be coming out right there, which could be a problem. Old Bath, good to see you, man. See. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got. All right. So that should make it easier for that. All right. So that one's already starting to come out right there. Come on. It does not want to. Yeah, I think the tip of that one must be a little bit bent because it does not want to go on there. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What else do I have? What other boards do I have to do over here? I think I'm gonna. No, I don't really want to do that one. Let's see here. Okay. All right. I was thinking I might be able to run the knife through here and get a good separation between those boards, but looks like there's a lot more glue there than what I was hoping. So geez. That one. All right. What to do about these ones? I'm just going to cut this guy off later. So I'll put him aside. All right. This guy has about 1,000 nails in him. Not sure why they felt that this guy needed so many nails. This might have been one of the first boards that I saw when I went to when I went to pick up these boards, which made me think maybe I don't want to deal with these. You know what? I don't know if this board's even worth pounding out the nails. Screw it. I'm not dealing with that today. And just got one other set here. And I'm not going to worry about those either. All right. Hey, everybody. Sorry if I banished you for just look at the nails. Now you get to see my the head. So I think I'm going to call it pretty much. So got these left to do, but I've got a ton of nails in the one, and then the other one is 3 separate boards that I don't really want to try to separate or get the nails out without separating. So I've got all these boards here that are ready to start cleaning up. And I've got all these boards here that are all ready to start cleaning up. And I don't know if I'm even going to bother doing anything with those. I might just burn them, not even worry about taking the nails out. Then those boards over there, I just have to cut off little pieces of them so that you can get rid of the nails. So yeah, I think that's probably all I'm going to do for this live. So thanks for joining me, everybody that joined. I don't know if I'm far enough back for you to actually see my face or not, but here I am. And See if there's any unanswered chat here that I need to address before I call it. If you have any questions, concerns, or jokes that you want addressed, make sure you get them in right away. So, I think I've addressed everything in the chat already. And yeah. So, again, thanks for joining me for this live video of taking nails out of old hardwood boards made of oak that I salvaged. And we'll catch you next time.